In this video tutorial, we will look at how to duplicate a learning log and setting it up for a new course, allocating one learning log for each learner. So we're first of all going to turn the editing on. When we turn the editing on, all of the files and activities are shown here in a long strip in Moodle. We're going to scroll down to the learning log section, which is here. This is the one we're going to concentrate on using. You can see that this one has a title of Duplicate this master template. Do not populate. That's because this template is the one that's going to be used for every learning log and course that you set up in these early stages of this pilot activity. So what we're going to do first of all is duplicate it. So we click on Edit and scroll down and click Duplicate. Okay, we have a duplication here. Here it is. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the name of the first learner. So here, instead of having a title of Duplicate this master template, this learning log will be renamed to the name of the learner, and in this case it's going to be Joe. Joe Blogs. Okay, and then in here we're going to put just the words learning log. This won't be shown anywhere, but we have to satisfy this box. And then we're going to click on Save and Display. Okay, so we can now see that this learning log has the name of the learner, in this example Joe Blogs. Now we're going to put something in this section. We're going to put in the name of the course and a little bit about what this course is about. So to do that, we click on the hand next to the section name of the course, and we're going to put in here Absolute Beginners. And in here, where it says put something in this course, something about what the learners will learn, and remove this text. So we're going to remove the text, and we're going to go down to a notepad that I opened earlier, and I'm going to select all and then copy it and minimize that again. The reason it's in Notepad is because it's completely unformatted text. If we were to copy it from Word, it can actually muck up the HTML because Word has tags in there that are invisible to our eyes, but it can muck up the HTML. So we're going to paste that in. There we go. This is underlined because it's an American spelling check, but we want it in English, so we've got that in, we've got the title in, and importantly it is not a subchapter, it is the title of the chapter. Click on Save Changes. Okay, so here now we have the learner name, Joe Blogs, the name of the course, which sits at the top here, and it also sits here. And then a little bit of an introduction about the course. If we have a look at week 1, we can see that it's already populated. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the course and turn editing off. And when we click on Learning Logs, we can see that in there we have Joe Bloggs and the duplicate master. What we need to do now is assign the permission role to Joe Bloggs the learner. So we're going to go back down and find, we're going to click on Turn Editing On, and we're going to go back down and find the Joe Bloggs learning log. And then what we're going to do is assign the role of teacher to Joe Bloggs. So to do that, we look down in this section, Book Administration. We make sure that the editing is on, which it is, and then we're simply going to go back to the learning log itself, and over here we're going to click on Edit and then Assign Roles. At the moment, nobody has a teacher right apart from the teachers on the course themselves, but what we need to do is allocate the teaching right to Joe Bloggs so that when we hide this book, only Joe Bloggs gets to see it, because if we make Joe Bloggs a teacher on this learning log book, then he will see this learning log, but he won't see anybody else's. So we're going to click on Teacher, and what we would do is find the learner, in this case Joe Bloggs, and we would click on the name and add them to it. I haven't got a Joe Bloggs in my list, but we could click on Joe Gomery, and we're going to assume in this example that Joe Gomery is Joe Bloggs and click Add. Now we can see that Joe Bloggs, or Joe Gomery in this case, has been assigned the role of teacher in this book. Therefore, he is going to be able to see the book, but nobody else will once we've hidden it, apart from those that are teachers. So we're going to go back to the thread, and we're going to go back down here to the Joe Bloggs learning log, and we're going to click on Edit, and we're going to press Hide. And now only those who have the teacher rights will see this instance of a learning log. In the next video tutorial, we're going to discuss how we add to an existing learning log another course. Thank you.